I don't, if someone wants to award a black belt, that's up to them. I don't really judge that or whatever if I'm not working with that athlete. But some of the things that help us become black belts, either as instructors, moving up through jiu-jitsu, black belts, within sharing, in my mind, sharing all this. Like, the Invictus movement is a real key and something that Clayton brought up where he's like, hey, we get everyone on the same page. No, the same page is everyone training. That's the same page. And everyone training in effective combative disciplines. So as guys pursue that over time and they're pursuing a jiu-jitsu belt, there's a number of different things that I think are important. Some of the things I'm going to look for is consistency over time. C over T equals R. C over T gives you a result. Consistently over time. If you don't train, you get a result. One of the reasons Rob wants all guys who get a certificate for instructorship through his organization is he wants to see a consistent application over time because he knows he's going to get a result for the instructors that do that. So C over T equals R is a big deal for me. Time is a factor, but it's one factor. When I'm awarding someone an instructorship that works for PJJ or a belt in jiu-jitsu within the programs that I run, I'm looking for a person who's consistent, and that's one criteria. I also want that person to become technically, and I want their technical ability to grow over time. I don't want them winning on attributes. If they're just beating people because they're stronger, they're faster, they're better conditioned, they're bigger, doesn't mean you're a black belt, right? I want them to be giving back. For me, that's important. That's not a criteria for everybody. I don't think for me, no one would ever earn a black belt through privates with me or anybody in my organization. I want to see you in the room interacting with other people. I want to see you give back to the mat. If we're going to award you something, you ought to be giving back to the team. And I've had people who don't do things for the team that they stall out under me and they go somewhere else. And that's up to the person. But you couldn't earn a black belt with privates with me. I want to see you on the mat with other people. I want to see you get back to the community and the group. Another criteria for me is you got to coach. You got to be able to have the ability to show the hows and the whys. When we gave our instructor blocks to kick this thing all off, I want to see you growing in relation to that. Okay? So all those things become really, really, really important. So with that, Dave, you got something for me? Yeah, I'd like Cam to come forward. Oh! I like the old big Cam because he was not technical. He did not do all the things I just talked about, but he was really strong. And my old butt could still get him in trouble a few years ago. Like years ago. How long has it been since I had you in real trouble? It's been a long time. It's been a long time. So he's done everything and exemplified it. Cam not only works with me and throughout the police department, he helps me coach cops weekly, every single week. He's there helping our police officers get better. But Cam's going to multiple gyms. He's seeking out really tough guys. His technical ability has grown leaps and leaps and bounds. And so for a police officer with a family, and then to dedicate his own time, Cam's more than earned this. So appreciate it. When Cam first started training with cops, he would smash them and they wouldn't want to come back. Like, you can't do that to these people. So,
well, you gotta say something now, dude.
Yeah, no, it's Steve.
Yeah, you gotta say something.
Well, thank you. I've had like Chad said, I've kind of had a very non-traditional jiu-jitsu journey. I'm trying to think of what to say, but just in general, like I've had every belt I've gained from a different instructor. People that know me in Vegas, I kind of go around. I know a lot of different gyms in Vegas. I've known a lot of different people, and a lot of these guys in this room, a lot of the instructors taught me a ton. I remember I went to when I was a brand new white belt, I went to, I don't know if it was the first, but first Invictus seminar in Vegas. And I remember Ari's freaking, that biceps freaking wrist lock, and I started pulling that on everybody. I was like, that's the coolest thing in the world. And it's been a journey. I think one of the biggest things, especially as a cop, is just being able to share. I think one of the biggest reasons I got into it was, you see all the cop videos, especially for us, right? You see all the videos and you see really good instances, but those are like the very few. Most of the time when you see something online or any of the videos, you see cops doing a horrible job or something that just looks horrible. Maybe not illegal, but looks bad. And you see those, and when I was a new cop, a baby cop, saw that, I was like, oh man, like, I don't want to be that guy. And so I started training. And I'm lucky because I'm in Vegas. When I was a brand new, like even before I really started training, I did like a little short, like 3-month stint at Extreme, and that's where I met Chad for the first time. So I actually started training with him first, and then I kind of stopped training for about a year or two, and then a gym opened like right next to me. I was like, okay, there's no excuse. And I started training, and I really fell in love with it then, and I've just continued to train. I've trained with, like I said, all over the place, but Chad's been probably the one consistent instructor. So when I got my brown belt, that was like one of the things I kind of went to him, and we talked about it. I'm like, kind of want you to promote me because you kind of been there through my whole journey. But it's been a lot of effort, a lot of time. I really appreciate you guys, and I think just coming together as communities and things like this, and just in general, like I've never had issues with jiu-jitsu guys. I mean, there's all sorts of crappy people that do jiu-jitsu, but just in general, there's always a community. No matter where you go in the U.S., you can go to a gym and you generally have a really good community instantly. So I just want to say, like, for you guys who are black belts, like this is where the journey starts. Like I'm no better I was 5 minutes ago, and I've still got a long way to go. Like I said, I wanted over 205-pound division, but I'm gonna laugh when next year I lose in the first round. But I love it, and I think that competition helps breed that mindset of, we practice here and we do those things, but when you get out on the streets and we're working and somebody starts, trying to fight you or trying to resist, like you get that oh shit panic, and you don't necessarily get that when you're rolling with your buddies every day. You get that when you get into competitions. You get that when you do those scenarios. So those things are so good just to kind of get your mind used to working under that stress and that pressure. So guys, just keep training. That's all I gotta say. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.